Hello, hello, welcome on in. Let's get some trucking here going tonight. Alright, go ahead, turn that off for now. And let's get to some trucking here. Beautiful Freightliner Classic XL. Go ahead, shut her up now. Yep. I started this run off camera, so apologies for that. Currently, we are in Fort Collins. Nope. Reset navigation. Fort Collins, Colorado. We did our trip. I believe it was from Austin. We're going up to Masala, Montana. We did about half the drive. We got 14 hours left. We're going to try to complete this before we have to do a rest stop. You didn't really miss much. It was mostly just flat farmland, prairies. This is where the drive should get pretty interesting, going up through Wyoming and then up through Montana. So without further ado, put her in low, and let's get out of here. Hope y'all are having a fantastic week so far. I know I have. Been very busy though, I'll tell you that. We'll just go through the light. We were in the intersection before, so no cop, no stop. Ooh, we curved that a bit. Here, I'm gonna sit back a little bit more in this seat here. Get over into the left lane. But yeah, it's been a very busy week for me so far. So yeah, I'm kind of just glad to do some trucking tonight. Get some here. Hold on. Let me just focus on this real quick so that way I don't flip the truck on this. Because I have definitely done this once or twice before where I've accidentally flipped the truck going on those little clover leaves. No one coming over? Beautiful. Let's speed limit through here. 75. Thank you, Wyoming. Thank you. Oh. We'll be able to cruise it down these roads. Okay, let's stay in our lane, shall we? Not check our mirrors so much. But yeah, very busy week. I got a lot to do and not a lot of time to do it. But it's nice to, again, just escape these nights and just go drive across America. But yeah, so some interesting things that I guess we could talk about on our drive is recently I got pretty much a whole new PC built a couple weeks ago actually. I went into Best Buy just looking to purchase a new graphics card, but then it turns out that my previous PC tower was too small to fit the graphics card that I wanted. Looking for a 5080 it was for my graphics card, because that's what they had in stock. Hang on here. Yep, pulling slower down. Let's use some braking action, shall we? Let's not kill the poor wait station workers. Yeah, I was saying, went in there to get an upgraded graphics card. Ended up with a 5080. But it turns out my PC tower, the case that I had for my PC at the time, was too small. So they ended up having to get a new case, but then from there they pretty much had to rebuild the entire PC. Thankfully, I went in there expecting to get a 5090 or a 4090, something like that. A graphics card with a little bit better raw power to it. But thanks to the I wouldn't call it a downgrade, but the transition to the 5080, I had some money to spare to be able to get everything situated. So now we have a brand new graphics card ready for the computer, and so that should make flight sim content that we'll be making should be a lot better now, a lot more visually pleasing to the eyes. So we're definitely going to be putting out a lot more of that content once I have the time, which will be never, if I'm completely honest, which is why I'm doing this late at night right now. This drive. Oh, looks like we've got some loans. Alright, well, let's let this Charger over. I'm sorry, dude. I didn't know that you're laying in it right there. Oh, man. You know, I never really know what to talk about these things, because I don't really want to talk about current world events, because, like, that's A, boring, and B, just, I don't know, there's no... It's just very polarizing, I guess, these days, and I don't know, I don't want to divulge too much of what's going on in my life. So, oh hey, look at that, Cheyenne discovered. So I don't really know what to talk about during these. So I'll just kind of shut up for a bit and let you listen to the truck a little bit here. Bo is just gonna slam his brakes in front of me. That's okay. Get over into left lane and pass him. Hey, 80 miles an hour. Probably my favorite part driving through Wyoming. We get to put that needle to the floor, baby. So, yeah. I apologize for the lack of content on the channel. There's definitely been a pause. If you know anything about me, this is a constant that happens. I'll post like a bunch of videos, and then I'll go silent for a couple months, and then I'll post a bunch, and then go silent. And that's just because my schedule is so insanely busy. Like, okay, I'm involved in my school's fall play, and then I'm involved in show choir and jazz choir, and then I'm in 2 curriculum choirs. I have, let's see, 1. Oh, look at that! Train horn. Did you hear that? Anyways, I'm in 2 curriculum choirs. I'm in 1 AP class this year. Thank God. I don't think I would survive if I was in more than 1. Because, I mean, AP classes are hard for smart people. I am not one of those people. So, it is a struggle. I used to be a straight A student, and then I think my lowest class, I think, was at a B plus is what I ended up with. Which I know that sounds so pretentious, but when you just go from, I don't know, I don't want to say, when you go from being a straight A student to then a B plus, that hurts a little bit. Here, we'll slow down here. 75 through here. But ironically, it wasn't the AP classes that got me last year. Although I was in honors English, and the first semester last year I did not do it. I did not have a good grade at all in that class. It was a tragedy. I was able to get an A minus though in my final term. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. Yeah, Spanish 3 was my hardest class that I ever took this year, which was really strange because I went from Spanish 2. I mean, I wasn't the greatest at it, but I wasn't struggling by any metric. I ended that class. Lowest grade I got in that class was an A minus. But then I just went to Spanish 3 and I was floundering like a fish there. Fish out of water, let me tell you what. And I could just never recover. I could not memorize anything to save my life, and so unfortunately I greatly struggled in Spanish. And then also, I'm kind of ashamed to admit this, formal geometry somehow. Oh, we're gonna get picked up by this cop. Oops, I didn't notice. Oh, he got us 12 miles over the speed limit. I didn't notice we had switched over to a 60. He got us. I really should probably slow down considering he grabbed us and we have a $1,200 ticket now, which I am not thrilled with. I need to do at least 65 though if I'm going to be in the left lane. I don't know, but this year I have high hopes. Asking for more hours for my job though too, which will only add to my plate. And I'm also trying to work out more and be a healthier person, because I have not been the greatest at that. And oh yeah, show choir. You kind of have to be in shape to be able to execute show choir successfully. And I'm athletic, and I would like to change that. So we're starting to work out. In fact, I have plans to go to the gym tomorrow morning. Probably be later now, though, now that I'm doing this live stream tonight. Ooh, we took this turn a little bit quicker than I probably should have, but we're all good. Yeah, I don't know if it's, I mean, I get it. It's going to be stressful. I mean, welcome to life. So, I mean, I guess I should just enjoy this moment while I have it. Because this next week is just going to be all work and zero play. I mean, man, I am not looking forward to this week whatsoever. Alright. Alright, saw no cars there. We're good to go. But we are over-revving this truck. Let's not do that. And this lane ends. Bo, what are we doing? It's 40. Let's do 40, shall we? Come on, Bo. It's 70. Let's go. Bo, what are we doing? Let's go, Bo. There he is. Alright. It went from 70 to immediately a 45. Going through this township here. Oh, I'm gonna love being stuck behind this guy. He's following the speed limit to a T right now, and I have no passing opportunities yet. That's always been a pretty big gripe of mine. Like, okay, I get it. You're an upstanding citizen and whatever, and you want to do the speed limit. But I feel like on roads like these, you're obligated to do at least 5 over. Like, especially if you're on the freeway, you better be doing at least 5 over. Going on those freeways, just in my opinion. Maybe not necessarily if you're in a semi. I'll still do it because it's a game. And so I'll just go 5 over if I want to. Hey there, Mr. Troopa. I'm breaking the law. Okay, you are an F-150, sir. You don't need to slow to 55 to take that corner, and we're stuck behind. Whoa, okay, what are we doing? Oh, my truck just... Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. My truck just would not go into gear there, and so I just over-revved the crap out of the engine there. I most definitely damaged the transmission on that one. We're gonna put the jake brake on, because this is ridiculous. What are we doing? Why are we going 40? It's that truck up there, isn't it? We are doing 30! Oh my gosh, no, they're going into the rest area. Don't you dare jump out in front of me! What are you doing, bud? What are you doing, Bo? Don't do that. That's how you get killed. Oh, we're gonna be careful. I'm watching that guy. He's gonna do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it, Bo. Alright, we'll take it slow past this trooper. Smokey got him. Man, I really expected there to be some more mountains out here. I guess we're in the prairie part of Wyoming right now. There should be mountains here soon enough, though. I mean, I can already see them out there in the distance. Look at that. That's beautiful. Okay. 45? Nah, we'll do about 70 around this corner. We're good for it. But this truck is not good for it. Oh, and that guy got caught in the opposite lane of traffic, and he's slamming on the brakes. Oh my gosh. Bo, what are you doing? I guess he was trying to let this guy over because he was about to head on. You gotta stay on your toes out here on these country highways. We're gonna try to get past these guys if we can. Right here's our chance. Before we get to the town. Okay, that was a bit not legit there, but hey, we got her done. that car that we just almost head on into probably has some cargo now in his vehicle that he didn't previously have before, but hey, we got some office supplies to deliver. We can't be wasting no time. Alright, now this should be the fun part of the trip. This part we'll just kind of cruise and go to the speed limit through here and just kind of enjoy the scenery. Alright, hold your breath. Alright, I really don't need to be holding my breath like that. These aren't that big. Gotta hold your breath when you're going through those tunnels, man. Speed limit. Oh, because it was 35 back there. Okay. Alright. Man, the troopers are out today, I'll tell you what. .65 up through here. Thermopolis welcomes you. The fact that everyone's in the right lane makes me worried. Nope, it's the left lane. Alright. Let's get around this Tesla real quick. Ooh, that looked like some cool little, maybe secret road we could drive on later. If we come back to it. Apologies if we have some buffering weird today, so. Go ahead, roll the window up. Got our lights on right now. That's preemptive. Oh, it might be dark out when we drive up through Montana. Alright, hit the brakes, hit the brakes. Let's get some distance. Yeah, they're braking. Just keep downshifting and keep that Jake brake on. Make sure you get that distance, because they'll just jump on those brakes and then you're screwed. Greybull, I would believe it's Wyoming. We're still in Wyoming, I think. Give a little honk for Greybull. Support more victories for veterans. Nice. Chevron and Exxon. Sorry, bud, you ain't getting with me. There might be a break in traffic after me. You're in heavy traffic here. That's the one thing. Yeah, we're gonna stop at this light. It's one thing I don't like about these roads is they're beautiful and these towns are always awesome to explore, but then you're always caught in traffic going through them. So there's always that to keep in mind. That's a nice Mac anthem there. Let's see, Mr. Fix-It. I think that's a hardware store. Uncle Victor's Bistro. Huh. Oh no, this Escalade needs to turn left. Oh no. He's gonna be stuck there. There ain't no way he's gonna be able to turn left, not with this cycle. Come on, bud, just go. Oh, and there's actual traffic there. Okay, he's going. Alright, we'll wait for the light to change then. Because if he was going to be stuck there, then I would have just gone. Try to go around him. Would that be illegal and unsafe? Absolutely, but there's no other way we can get going then. Because these guys... Whoa! Okay, Camaro. I respect the hustle, but man. Good thing you were quicker. Like, look at this traffic. There just would have been no way if he didn't turn left when it was red. And it's... Look at... Oh my gosh. Look at all this. This is crazy. There has to be like an interstate or something that's just there. Or that's the... Or maybe that's the entire population of Grable. I don't know. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Alright, you're gonna be in that lane. Alright. Gotta watch out for these AI, man. They'll just jump right out in front of you. Alright, Laurel in 22, Billings in 121. I need to get better at not over-revving the engine. Because I keep going to go to 2,000 RPM when it's best to just shift at 1,500. But I don't know, I like shifting at 2,000 because that's just what my brain reacts to with the sound of the engine. That's what my brain thinks that's when my brain thinks it needs to shift gears, when it gets to 2,000. Also allows me to get a couple extra miles per hour out of my RPMs. But I don't think that's a good thing to do to your gearbox, especially with a semi-truck like this, so I'm trying to stop that. It's a habit I'm trying to break. Welcome to Laurel! We'll keep the Jake brake on. We've got to slow down to 30 through here. If it were nighttime, I wouldn't be using the Jake brake going through these towns just because I don't want to wake people up. And honestly, this isn't like a thing. Like, no disrespect to truck drivers who do use their Jake brakes. Like, when they're going through town, like at night and stuff like that, you gotta do what you gotta do. Like, I respect that. Go to your job and go do it safely. That's my opinion. And I mean, using your brakes, that's obviously no-brainer, a safe move to do. I should have stayed in that right lane, my goodness. But if I can avoid it, I'll just avoid waking up Miss Karen. Because Lord knows she needs to sleep. Laurel, Wyoming. You know, I think I've driven through Laurel in real life before. Going up to see family out west. Alright, let's try to get around this utility truck. Sorry, Bo. And now we got Walmart up ahead of us. Oh dear. How are we doing on fuel? Half tank? Okay. We'll probably stop to quickly fill up at the next... Okay. Oh, goodness, I didn't see him. Get the flashers on. What button did I put my flashers at? Now that's my wipers. Hold on. Where are my flashers? There they are. Let's get our insurance out. Too busy, focused on everything else. Exchange insurance. Thankfully, I just love tapped him. I don't think there's any damage to any of our vehicles, so I'll still give him my information and all that. Dang it. Gotta be careful. Gotta be attentive. Thankfully, we don't have to stop at that weigh station. It's just these people go so mind-numbingly slow. Like, my goodness, I understand. Okay. This guy just loves to slam his brakes on in front of me. I get he was turning, but my goodness, dude. And then we got this RV Walmart truck combo ahead of us, so... Let's see, is there... Here. We're gonna go for it. Just keep that hammer down and give her hell. Alright. I don't like this hill. Yep. Bo, I need you to let me over. Woo! Doing some not legit stuff today, I'll tell you that. But by goodness, will Misala have their office supplies. A new era of drinks. McDonald's. Said no one ever. Man, I've never been up to Montana before. I've been through Wyoming. I think we're still in Wyoming, because Laurel is right up there. So maybe that wasn't Laurel that we just went through. I thought I saw a sign for it. Oh well. Coming up on Laurel, Wyoming. We're still going to be in Wyoming for a bit. Or maybe it's Laurel, Montana. I'm not quite sure. We'll stop at the next fill-in station. Dude, that's awesome! Welcome to Laurel. Laurel, Montana. So we are in Montana. Cool. Seneco. Dude, that train signaling is so cool. I've never got to hear them signal before in this game, which is kind of sad because I played this game a ton. Like, this is what I got my start on my YouTube channel, was playing this game, and I have never once heard them signal, and I got to hear that 3 times now on this run alone, so first time for everything. If you don't know me, I pretty much love anything transportation related, so I love planes, trains, automobiles, trucks, all that. Yes, I have that kind of autism. as some would say. Maybe not the most politically correct thing to say these days, but has been said about me before. Which I really don't mind. I don't really care. Because, I mean, they're not wrong. But I don't know, I just find them interesting. Truck driver was actually the first thing I ever wanted to be with my life, want to be a truck driver. Well, actually no, that was the second. The very first thing I ever wanted to be was a police officer. But that plan went south once I found out that you had to get tased and pepper sprayed in order to get that position. And another fun little fact about me, I have a fear of pain. And some of you may be going, well, hey, doesn't everyone? And I'm like, no, like on such a level, like I hate needles, I hate bees and wasps and all that. I don't even like going on ladders. It's a whole weird thing. If there is any situation and where I might potentially get hurt, I am very weary about that. So, anyways, I digress. Then I wanted to be a truck driver. And then I forget when it was I wanted to become a pilot. It wasn't after my first flight, because I mean, while I thought that was cool, I still want to be a trucker. I think when I really started pursuing aviation was through YouTube, and specifically this YouTuber Jeff Favignano. You may have heard of him. But yeah, I would just watch his X-Plane 11 videos and his Microsoft Flight Sim videos. And I don't know, I just started falling in love with aviation. I started taking a closer look at it, and then there's all those Flight Sim videos of like Major Tom and Max 737 Fly and all them. And so ironically, it was YouTube that got me really heavily started in aviation. And ever since then, that's just been my passion. My number one thing I want to do. Although recently, I've taken an interest in agriculture a lot. Here, we'll slow down because we have a slow traffic up ahead. We'll let this guy get around me, and then we're going to get over into the left lane. Get around these guys. But yeah, recently, more recently I should say, I've been getting interested in agriculture. And that kind of initially sparked in 4th grade. We were in science class and we were learning about plants and agriculture and stuff like that. And I had the game Farming Simulator 19. Ironically, that's because at the time I had an Xbox, and American Truck Sim wasn't on Xbox, but I knew in Farming Sim there were still semis that I could drive, so I was like, just as good. So I got FS19. I didn't really like do anything crazy with it, except for drive trucks, and then I started really like getting interested, getting into it, and then of course I found YouTubers again. Still 70 for us, okay. Who did? Ooh, I'm so sorry, sir. I cut you off there, bud. I am so sorry. Dang, it is pitch dark. Okay, that's my tent visor that I got going there. We'll try to take this corner at 75. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, watching YouTubers, the Formal Pickle, and the Squad with all them. And I also had a family who were also farmers. We're getting tired and we should go to bed. Okay, we'll stop at the next place there is to sleep, because it's not that fun driving in the dark anyways. Actually, we'll just go ahead and take a quick look. Where's the next place that we could go to sleep? We're passing Bozeman. Could probably make it up here to this truck stop, which is what we'll do. We'll go right there. It's past Butte. About 2 hours out. We should be fine and making it, hopefully. Yeah, I was saying, watching YouTubers, the Formal Pickle, the squad, and like they taught me the ropes and such, and then what's his face? Grant and Spencer, who are the two YouTubers of, well, no, Grant is the squad YouTuber. They actually started their own farm in real life, so I've been watching their videos and seeing how they're setting up, how they're starting out. I don't know, it's just all interesting to me. And so I would like a potential future where I am a pilot and do own my own farm, but we'll see how that works out, because both are full-time careers, and I mean, that'd be a lot, and jury's still out on whether or not that's even possible. So we're gonna play it by ear, but right now my piloting is my main focus and my main goal. Next summer I'll be taking some flight school lessons, and we'll be starting the process for my pilot's license, which is really exciting to think about. Although I'll tell you what, I am not. It's time for my mandatory break. Ew, we got 2 hours to go till Butte, bud. Hopefully we don't get stopped by no state trooper, because that would be bad. We just gotta make it to Butte. Come on. Well, actually, it's technically a little bit outside of Butte. But man, yes, flight school. I'll tell you what I'm not looking forward to is doing those spins recovery drills. Oh my goodness, I'm so nervous about that. I know I'm getting tired. Well, we're gonna stop here in a couple of miles. This is not the road you want to be on when you're starting to get fatigued and exhausted. Because I mean, it's just dark out, there's mountains, and I can't really use my brights because we're on the freeway. Here, we'll downshift and get back up. Huh. We must be elevating because we're losing some speed here. Okay, there we go. 60 miles per hour. Got some corners here. And we got a grade warning. Oh, this is not the road you want to be on when you're when you need to go on your mandatory break. We'll run Jake 3 rolling down this mountain here. Just keep it stable, keep it rolling. We could probably do Jake 2. Alright, there's Butte. And the rest stop should be just past Butte. Okay, stay in this lane for Butte. We have Butte discovered. I'm not going to honk the horn because it's late at night. And I don't need anybody getting spooked by my horn. Let's see, what's speed limit up here? Gonna be 65. Try to do 70 through here if we can. I know, Bo, I know. We're gonna get stopped here soon. Got so Much further to go. I think it's just going to be 65 all the way to the stop there. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! They're going to write me up for being over my mandatory break, aren't they? I will say I'm glad that they put that alerter out further than they did. Gives me plenty of time to get slowed down and over. Because some of those things, it just pops up. You're doing 75, and all of a sudden you gotta slow her down to 30. And I'm about to blow through that. Did I blow through it? There we go. Your vehicle is not in perfect technical state. Alright, then it asks to see my logbook. Okay, thank goodness. Because they definitely could have cited me for over hours and not taking my mandatory break. But thankfully the truck stop is just right up here, so we're all good. We're all good. And it's a Love's. Yes! Guess who's taking a free shower tonight? That's right. It's me. Oh wait, maybe it's not a Love's. No, don't be an Exxon. No, don't be an Exxon. Be a Love's. Be a Love's. Yes, you are a Love's. I love you, Love's. Did I go the wrong way? No, I didn't. Okay, the arrows were just were confusing me there on the GPS. Yeah, I know. We'll go ahead and get our truck serviced here quickly. See if there's anything that they can quickly do to fix it before we get out on the roads. That way the DOT guys aren't judging me at every way station. Oh, service recommendations. Okay, good. Yeah, we'll do that. Beautiful. This is a brand new truck, my gosh. We only put 2,500 miles on this thing. And it gets some more miles. Jeez. Alright. Let's go find a place to park right over here. And yes, there's pull-in spots. Thank you. I did not feel like backing this thing up tonight. Turn our lights off so that way we're not disturbing any of the other truckers. Okay. How's this lot set up? Alright, I think I see how it works. Yeah, we're gonna roll our window down so that way we can kind of see. I don't have my lights on currently because I don't want to disturb other truckers, although I should probably have them on for safety because this lot isn't really well lit. We're going to try to pull into this spot right here. Hey. I found one. Look at that. Put it in neutral. Are we up enough? Yeah, I'd say we're up enough. Alright. Let's take our break. Delivery status. We have 14 hours left. It's complied. Alright, we have to rest 10 hours to do our mandatory compliance. Alright, 10:30. Let's hit the road, Jack. Let's see how far we are actually from our destination. We're an hour and 44 out from Misala. So, dang, we were so close to just powering it through all the way to our destination. But, I mean, hey, you win some, you lose some. Definitely don't mind the free shower and the snacks. beverages that we were able to stock up on the truck. So hey, again, silver linings in the clouds. And you know what, while we're here, we'll probably just go top up. Yeah, I can cross this. And would you look at that, it's a rarity. There is almost no one out here using the pumps. Look at that. Usually these things are crowded as all get out, but not today. Not for this trucker. Let's see, $4.83. Gosh, I wish. Oh my gosh, that's... oh. Yikes. Oh, $4.83 being low is crazy. Ooh, thankfully we're not driving through California today. My gosh, 55 miles an hour and $8 diesel. I've never heard of a more hellacious time. Get on here. Hey, Mr. Cattle Guard. Alright, just an hour and 44 to Masala. We're just gonna shut up and drive this last little leg, so we'll roll the windows down and just enjoy. Alright. Arrived. Please yield to me, BP. Thank you, good sir. Also, I must say, roundabouts as a trucker suck, but I love these roundabouts that they got here because it's just one large, beautiful lane that I can just move my way through fluidly. And you know what? Those roundabouts I'm okay with. But when you go up towards, I think, Idaho, I think has a couple of them. Those not 3 lane, but 2 lane roundabouts. And then you have to squeeze your truck and you have to do 5 miles an hour to make sure that you keep your trailer within the lane, which is why most of the time my trailer does not stay in the lane. Yeah, I hate those ones with a passion, especially driving a big rig. Got a McDonald's over there. Or, no, they have an Outback Steakhouse right there. That's maybe where we can stop for lunch today once we're done with this delivery. I'm sad that they have that road area ahead of us blocked off, because that looks like a really interesting road to drive on, so kind of disappointed. Anyways, we're going to turn in here into this little strip mall area. Now comes the fun part. Dropping this load off. Hopefully it's not going to be too difficult. I'm just praying for... please, just let it at least not be a blind back. It's going to be a blind back. Okay. Unless I... Okay, I could theoretically pull around and then back it up, and then therefore it's not a blind back. Oh, but maybe I just suck it up and do the blind back. Which I think that's what we'll do. Or we might have enough time to just... Or not, maybe not time, enough room to make this not a blind back situation. Nope, it's gonna be a blind back situation. Alright. Here we go. Okay. I'm gonna do what I've been taught, which is back up, get out, check. Backing out, then get out and check. It's going to be a very tedious process. I'm going to apologize in advance. But that's what we got to do for these drops. Check on this side. All right. Okay, we're doing good. Just keep coming back very slowly. Just in case we hit that trailer, which in fact I'm going to try to cut it just a little bit more, just to ensure we don't hit that trailer. I don't mind having to do a pull-up, I just don't want to hit the trailer next to it. Alright. Alright, we should just try to straighten out the rig now. I don't know about this dock and stuff next to me. And that trash thing. We might miss it. We're not going to miss it. Alright. Hang on. Let's see what that did to our backing situation. We're definitely crooked now. Okay. Yep, I overcranked it. Which, I mean, that'll happen, so... Up here. Alright, that should set us up nicely. Just need to crank it just a little bit. Nope, that's... Ooh, gotta put it in reverse, bud. There we go. Okay, then we should be able to just follow the trailer in back. Hang on, I see that trailer in my mirrors. Gonna make sure... Cut it just a little bit more. Alright, and then we should be good to just come in like this. We'll check one last time, hopefully. Beautiful. Ah, we're gonna be crooked still. At least we've missed the trailer. This should be easier for us to pull up on, though. Okay. I might have overcorrected that a tad bit. Nope, we're good. Nope. That's the horn, not the shifter. Nope, wrong direction, bud. Okay, follow it in. Ah, I keep overcorrecting it. You can tell I'm rusty. Yep, nope. Alright, just one last pull up and we should be in good. If I don't overcorrect it again. Which, I mean, we should just be able to pull up right here. And then just follow her back and maybe lightly to the left. Definitely closer on this side of the dock. My OCD. I gotta do it for my brain. One last pull up, guys, just to make this straighter with the dock. I'm so sorry. I just cannot accept how crooked and lopsided that was. Alright, this is it. Bump the dock maybe a bit. Okay. Neutral. Hello, Chase Oliver. Alright, there we go. Backed in. Office supplies delivered from Austin to Missoula. 1,800 miles, time taken 66 hours, 49 minutes, 318.5 gallons of fuel consumed. We made $50,000 off the load. We got a proficiency bonus, a long distance delivery bonus, an urgent delivery bonus, and a trailer maneuvering bonus. All in all, we made $103,000 and 4,412 XP. Alright, we could probably squeeze in one more load here before I'm tired. So I don't want to go anywhere too far, maybe somewhere within Montana, that'd be nice. No, we've already been on that road. Or we go over to Washington, that would be a fun drive. Deliver beverages over to Washington. Helena. No. I like the maybe Akima. We'll go to Wenatchee, Washington. That'll be our load. Later, we'll load 42,786 pounds of beverages from Misala, Montana to Wenatchee, Washington. So we'll get our head. Get started up. Flashers off, and let's get going. Got a bit of a drive up to our destination here. Let's not over-rev the engine. Gonna have it tonight. Okay. Good to go. Alrighty. Any mods installed? Yes, quite a few. We're using the Freight Shaker Classic XL tonight as our rig. This beautiful truck right here, probably one of, if not my favorite trucks. Very beautiful rig. We'll get back into the driver's seat. Make sure that we don't run any red lights here, break any traffic laws. We got custom billboard signs, all that. I honestly don't know all the mods off the top of my head. I have, I think, something like 51 mods installed on this profile alone. So, yeah. Don't know off the top of my head, but yeah, this truck is a mod. At the end of the stream, I'll let the modder know. Let y'all know who the modder is, and also put it in the description. Because this is a really awesome truck. I like it a lot. He also's got a Freightliner Cascadia. That's also really cool. That I'll be driving here soon. It's just I felt like driving a manual today, so that's what we're doing. Put a 35 through here. Alright. Picking up right here, it looks like. Not there, right here. What was that? XP Logistics? Alright. We'll have to back this trailer up again. Just please. No blind back. No, that's going to Kansas City. We want Misala to Wenatchee. XPO Logistics, that's the company we're picking up for. And are we on the other side of the building here? We are. Okay. Let's get over there. Go around this way first, and hopefully we don't corner ourselves in here. We may have to Austin Powers our way out if it's a dead end over here, which it shouldn't be. It should be a... Nope. Huh. Had a sneaking suspicion. Alright, how on earth do they want me to do this? Alright, let's plan for a moment here. Alright, so I'll have to back up here, and I'll have to turn around, and then I'll have to back her up into here. Fun. Alright. We love a challenge. This drop-off, though, better be the easiest thing in the world, I'll tell you right now. Get our flashers on here. Because now what we have to do, we'll just put it on low because we gotta. Just gotta turn around now. Basically jackknife the trailer. Alright. Then we can just go ahead and back her in there. Cranked it a little bit too much. It's a common theme here. It's practically a shoot. What's the English term for it? I don't know. I can't think of what the word is right now. There we go. Just back her right on up in there. Trying to use this camera view with Track IR is definitely something. I'll tell you that right now. We can probably just use our mirrors now. Hang on. Playing patty cake right now with the trailer. Thankfully I have no dock to line up with, so whatever they accept I'm just gonna gladly take. Boom! Alright, turn off the truck. Let's get her loaded up. Dang, they were slow with it. It's already 3 o'clock. We gotta get going here. Let's see. What do we have till? We have 6 hours, 38 minutes to go. And we have mandatory break in 11 hours. Okay, so we'll be able to get this done. No problem. Turn off the flashers. Roll up our window. Let's get this show on the road. Is that a dog in there? Oh, yeah, is that? No, there's I definitely saw a dog. Yeah, look at that. There's a little German Shepherd in there. Probably a guard dog, so we'll leave that doggy alone. Leave that good boy alone. Alright. Let's hit the open road. Man, they got a thriving train economy up here in Miss Al, that's for sure. We're going for it. I was through the intersection before it turned red. Alright, but I'm not going to be for this light. Hello? Or we'll just go right through it. That one too. We'll still stop, even though we're past the line. Just be safe. We'll take the vine. Whatever. Is that modeled off? Yeah, it's modeled off the Toyota. The Toyota Tacoma, I believe. Or it could be wrong. Four to 5 through here. Hopefully it speeds up. 55. Man, she's, I mean, not necessarily struggling up that hill, but she's definitely working hard for it. I'm going for it. Yes, I know, it's a red light. I'm not waiting for it, I'm sorry. I'm too tired. And there's no one around either, so screw it. We're gonna go for it. Alright, definitely took that corner a little bit faster than we needed to. But it is what it is. So long as we don't flip the truck, I don't really care. They're no fun through here. They're making us do 65. And by 65, I mean 70. This thing's got it. It can handle it. We've already been through the bit of the mountains coming into Misala. We should be fine all the way to Washington. I think we'll briefly cross through Idaho for a bit there. Maybe go past Coeur d'Alene. Oh. That's an interesting motel. Yes. Guess you ain't stopping at a wait station today. This guy. I've never been up to Montana or Washington before. Really would love to go see it though. Really beautiful. I just don't know. I don't know why I haven't been up there. I mean, it's beautiful country. And it's not like it's a fortune to go up there. I mean, you could stay in like just a motel or whatnot. Drive up there. Although with what time? But man, it would be nice to come up here and see all this beauty. Unfortunately today, we just get to see the highway of it and a Farland bus doing 30 on the freeway. Gotta love American Truck Sim. Oh, for Pete's sake. Well, welcome to Idaho. Man, look at this. I'm gonna try to if there's a lookout point, we're gonna stop here because this is awesome. I'm trying to look at this and not die because I have a bus that doesn't know how to go above 50. Ah? What state am I most excited for the future of ATS? That's a really good question. I know the Dakotas are coming up next, but I think British Columbia, it's not really a state, but it's a Canadian territory. I am really excited about British Columbia and being able to drive the Coquihalla Highway, especially if you get Frosty's winter weather mod going up the Coquihalla in wintertime. Ooh, that'd be really fun. Also, that's just beautiful country up there. I mean, cannot wait to go for when British Columbia comes out. Haven't been up to Washington, but I did go up to Vancouver once. That was really fun. So I got to see a bit of the, I think it's the Olympic mountain range up there. So very pretty up there. And I mean, the Coquihalla is just a very infamous stretch of highway, especially in the wintertime. One of my favorite, well, I should say my old favorites, I haven't watched an episode in, what I think it'd be years now, called Highway Through Hell. It was a tow truck reality TV show that there was this heavy wrecker crew that would go, their main territory was the Coquihalla Highway, and they would tow big semi-trucks. So again, just think it would be cool. British Columbia. How about you, Oliver? What are you excited for ATS? We're gonna get around this bus once and for all, my goodness. Florida? Ooh, I didn't even think about that. That would be fun. Atlanta, going through Georgia, that might be interesting. I wonder if they'll do a traffic update to make it like through Atlanta. I've heard horror stories going through there. That'd be fun, but like, yeah, Florida, going just down the East Coast there through Jacksonville, West Palm Beach, Fort Lauderdale, Miami. Yeah, that'd be really cool. And oh, and all those like wetland areas. Yeah, that will be exciting. Oh no, we have to get over for an inspection. Cherokee, I need you to let me over. Buddy, I need you to let me over. I'm sorry, Cascadia, I gotta be a... Oh, wait, you're also turning off. Thank you. Whew. My goodness. That's always... Gets your heart moving. Cutting across traffic like that. £82,152. Alright, not overweight. Thankfully, for once. Just kidding, we're never overweight. That would be a really cool feature for ATS to maybe add in the future, is like the possibility of your truck being overweight. That'd be an interesting feature. Spokane, Washington. heard good things about Spokane. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Spokane. I think they pronounce it Spokane. Yep. They apparently have a really awesome historical downtown area. Definitely worth a visit. Or so I'm told. And do they have an internet down there? You know, I heard some things about that because I thought about that when they get to states like Rhode Island with the whole scaling thing. And I honestly, I have no idea. I'm not a game developer by any metric. But, I mean, I think they've kind of dug themselves into a hole there where, I mean, it's just going to be short drives across those states. Like Rhode Island, you could probably get through the entire state in like 10 minutes, if that even. And then, I mean, with that small size, you're not going to be able to put in a lot of small towns and whatnot. And they've already started running into that scaling issue as they head east with some of the smaller Midwest states with like Iowa and Illinois. Not so much pronounced in Iowa, but I mean, can kind of feel it in Illinois a little bit with the scaling difference there. And I mean, it's not going to be perfect. But honestly, I mean, they've done such a great job at putting out a product that's quality that I'm not even really concerned with the scaling, to be 100% honest. I think it's just awesome that there's a game like this that's out with developers that like care as much about it as SES Software does. Which, I mean, a lot of games, like, they'll care about the quality and whatnot, but at the end of the day, it's about, you know, making money and whatnot. Which, I mean, I guess that's what it is at the end of the day, but it feels like with SES, they truly are working hard to put something out of quality and not just trying to grab for some cash. Thank you, Prius. You didn't have to let us over there, bud, but we'll put our flashers on, thank him a little bit. But that will definitely be a challenge for them to address, for sure. Please. Yes! No way station today. They are just cruising. How are we doing on time? Let's see. We have 2.5 hours to go, so we might make it there before sunset. Alright, let me get off this. Let me stop tailgating this Jeep here. I don't think he appreciates that. We'll turn on our lights. Alright. Maybe we'll make it at nightfall. Before sundown was probably a little ambitious. Is that a New Holland out there? Ugh, come on guys. I know it's the East Coast, but you can do better than that. You can get some John Deere up here. It's not a crime. That is something I've noticed, like up here in the Northwest, is when you go out to like the rural areas, you'll see a lot of New Holland equipment, which I wonder why that is, because it's not like maybe they are big in the Northwest. I mean, that would make sense. But it's just interesting to me why why there's such a drastic difference compared to John Deere or Case IH. And maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just what I coincidentally get to see in the areas that I frequent. But, alright, hey bud. Is that a crop duster? Look at that. Alright. Please don't brake check me. I'm trying to look at a crop duster right now. Thank you. Oh, there he is. Here, try not to. Get that guy in for y'all. Is he out there still? No, I lost eyes. Man, this is beautiful. Alright, there's a stop sign up here. Oh dear, we're gonna be here for a while. Everyone and their mother is up here at this stop sign. Get our turning signal on now. Come on, guys. Haven't you heard of a California roll? There's no one there. Let's get going. We got people behind you. I mean, I suppose, yeah, doing reworks and adding more detail, I mean, is important, and they definitely do that. They did, what was their recent rework? I think it might have been, it was either Nebraska or Missouri that they recently reworked and added some more details to. And I get that, but I think it's also just like the variety and terrain, even though we already got that, I don't know. It's just kind of, I think, cool to have that variety of just, not necessarily terrain, but just like places on Earth. Well, that's the same thing, terrain, I suppose. Also, just the idea of having all 50 states in a video game like this, that's pretty cool, at least for me. I think that's a really awesome idea and a really awesome goal. But yeah, I definitely get it. But then also, like, if we're comparing, like, the Appalachian Mountains are a little bit different than your, like, Sierra Nevada Mountains or your Olympic Mountains or your Rockies. There's different, well, there's different sites and architect styles. There's different road laws, and I don't know, I think it's just cool to kind of see that within a video game. Dude, this is awesome. Hold on, trying to, ooh, I'm so sorry, sir. Oh, he definitely crapped his pants, because I definitely might have a little bit myself. I gotta stop looking at the beautiful terrain and just drive, but like, how can I? Look at this. This is awesome. I will say, I think they could definitely work on their ground textures just a little bit more. And their, like, their trees and stuff. Especially in areas like these. Primarily the ground texture, though, I would say, needs to be reworked. And also, like, maybe adding to, like, the shading and stuff. That could also be helpful. Because something that is pretty consistent across most players is the quality of what nighttime kind of looks like compared to daytime. Like, we're in Twilight right now, and I mean, in my opinion, the game kind of got itself a little bit of a boost here. So I think ground textures is definitely something that they could focus on, but then also they're focusing on like getting new trucks and stuff, and ooh, secret road potentially. The AI traffic, yes, I will also say the AI traffic could definitely use some rework. But the other thing is there's a ton of mods out there that you could use to update it, but I would say, yeah, having a SES supported version and also not having to go to those mod websites, which if you're not careful you could very easily download some invasive websites and files or get a potential virus. So definitely AI. Also just the AI not being such, I guess, idiots when it comes to speed. You know, a lot of people complain about it when like AI jumps out in front of you, and I mean, yeah, that's annoying, but also I'm kind of weird where in which I kind of like that because I feel like that's in its own weird little way realistic. Because I mean, how often do you see like those dash cam report videos of the moron that slams their brakes in front of the truck or pulls right out in front of the semi, you know? And so, while yes, it's annoying, I feel like in its own weird little way it adds some realism to the game. I wonder if one day in the future they could play around with maybe potentially something where like you could leave the truck, leave the cab of the truck and like get out on foot. I know they have console mode, which will allow you to go into free cam, which is where you can quote unquote exit the cab. But I think that would be a pretty cool feature where you could like get out of the truck, walk around to your pre-trip inspections and all that, your skis bump. But also I don't think that they're gonna do that because I just don't think that'll really work. And also, I mean, while it's a nice feature, it's not like the feature everyone's dying for, you know? Another thing I think that could be cool is maybe like an updated weather mod where you're like where wind maybe becomes a factor. That could also be interesting. So like if you're in the middle of a thunderstorm or you're just going through Wyoming like we just were and it's a particularly windy day, you gotta like kind of manage your speed and make sure you don't flip over. That's also something that could be cool. But also, I mean, I'm not quite sure how they would make that happen. Alright, well, we're here at the destination, it looks like, at our drop in Wenatchee, Washington. Pull in here. Alright, let's get this load dropped. Are we blocking the street here? Let me double check. We are a little bit, so let's make sure we have those headers on. Billboards, yeah, I guess. More prevalent, yeah. Oh wait, nope, not freight market. Ooh, whoops, nope, not that one. How do I leave? Wait, help. Job type selection. There we go. No, wait. Oh, no. Whoops. Too busy reading chat. I turned into the wrong business. I gotta back up now. I'm sorry, bud. I gotta back up. Thanks for blocking traffic for me, though. Oh, no, I'm so sorry. Okay, don't hit the fence or that other truck. We're fine. Sorry, bud. Yep, we're on the... we're down here. That's the trailer brake, not my gear shifter. I have a bunch of my functions mapped to buttons on my steering wheel, since unfortunately I don't have actual shifter. Something I'll definitely be looking into getting in the future once I have money, because currently I don't have any. Alright, here is where we're supposedly dropping. Oh, and this is not a lot of room. Yikes. Here. Get our hazards back on. Okay. How in the world are we gonna do this? Getting too low. How am I gonna do this? Okay, so we're gonna have to almost turn around, it looks like. How in the world? Alright, Oliver, see ya later. Have a great night. Alright, let's get this figured out here. Okay. We're gonna have to try to turn around on this tight lot. Because that's the... Nope! Don't hit that. Okay. Getting a little bit close there. You get to watch me struggle now as I try to figure this out. Hold on. Here, take it slow, take it slow, take it slow. Alright. How are we on the setup here? Not good at all, I should say. Okay. Alright. Here's what we're gonna have to do. Alright. Let's figure this out. This might be the worst back I'll ever do in my life. Okay. This is insane. Get that window rolled down. This is a blind back on steroids. My goodness. Alright, well, now we gotta do this whole charade again. Where'd my markers go? Alright. Just find them. Should be able just to follow the trailer in. Hopefully. Nope. Oh, we just hit something. We hit the flatbed. Goodness gracious. Well, thankfully we just tapped it, so if there's any damage, it's going to be on me, on my trailer, and it's not a company trailer, I own this, so should be fine there. Hang on. I'd figure out how to get rid of these pop-ups, they kind of annoy me. Alright, now we should be able just to follow it in. Park brake. Dude, this is the worst. What's the meme? Like high cortisol or something? That's for sure a high cortisol. Yep, we just hit the dock, I think. Yeah, we did. Alright. Time to crank it. Dude, this is the hardest back I've ever had to do in my life. By far. My goodness, how am I supposed to do this? I may have found the impossible back. Okay. Then we're gonna... Dude, there's no way. How am I supposed to do this exactly? I gotta... Alright. I gotta pull up here. This is gonna be a hole to do. Into the foliage we go. No, don't turn that way. Oh my goodness. How am I supposed to do this? I've like ruined my entire approach now, so I have to like... Dude, this is insane. Yeah. And this trailer's in the way, so... Oh my goodness. Alright. This is a challenge and a half. I might just tell him to screw it. That trailer's right there. Hang on. Nope, gotta go this way, I think. Nope, wrong one. Alright, yeah. Nope. Yep, there's the dock. Just throw it as far as we can. Alright, here we are. Here's something. Alright. Is there even a dock there? No, there's not. There's just a brick wall. So they can't even unload me. Hang on. Pull up. They no longer accept that? Nope, too far back. Alright, we'll scoot up a bit for them. Beautiful. Roll our windows up. Shut off the engine. And man, we finally got her done. Holy crap. Alright, excellent on that. Beverage delivered from Isala to Wenatchee, Washington. 347 miles, $7,261, $6,000 bonus. All in all, $23,000 made, 1,000 XPC gained. But anyways, that's going to be it for this stream of American Truck Simulator, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed so much. It's always been a pleasure to get to stream for y'all. I had a lot of fun tonight. Hope y'all did too. And I will see you in next stream. God bless and have a great rest of your week.